I just recorded a song, Peace Over Shanghai, and I'll just make this a part of also the Guitar Pour series. A lot of people have talked about that song through the years, and I just about quit playing it. I mean, it was one of my brother's favorite songs, and also my mom. She said, "That's a beautiful song. You should play that more often." And especially since the coronavirus and things going on in China right now, going along. And so what I'm using is my little Zoom AC3 pedal and going through a little orange acoustic amp and a Crush acoustic, and then going through a tube pre, a couple of mics. This is a beautiful mic that Aspen Pittman, God rest his soul, had given me. It's a groove tube mics, and using the Q8 video recorder by Zoom. So people ask me, what are you using? And the main thing I'm using is a beautiful James Taylor model, basically. This is the exact same guitar that he plays. It's Brazilian rosewood, and just see the workmanship of this beautiful instrument, if you can see that, and it won't do it justice, I'm sure. And he uses so many plies in his necks here, so many pieces of wood, which causes a very rigid neck. This is what everybody talks about right here, this workmanship. This is James Olson. This is his genius. What a beautiful guitar. And I'm so honored to be able to have this guitar. This actually has a cedar top. Older strings on it, but these are some prototype strings that I've been working with GHS that don't squeak so much, you know. People say, well, how do you do that? Of course, I'm using an E chord. Instead of just the E, I'm putting an F sharp on the 4th string, so it's a 2, or E with a 2. And it's just a minor 7. And then you go down to the 5th. So it's like an A with a B in the bass. And you just lift it up. In fingerstyle guitar, you're just playing along with yourself, accompaniment. These are just movements. They're not just a chord thing. You just got to have a basic bar. And this Chet Atkins genius. Well, that's the way he would play things. And with very little movement, you know. And that's, of course, the E with a D in the bass. And then you go to a D. And that B. And that's something I stole from my brother, for something he showed me he had written or something. It's just a little movement. And I took mine to a total different place than he did, but that's something I stole from myself, and from a song, The Road Back Home. Yeah. So I stole my own lick. But suddenly you're in a different key. Same thing. And you're in a key of C now. So if you have your first and third strings and your sixth, and then your second and first and second strings, and then first and third. So it's an economical way to play, I think. Less movement. Or and that's a B flat, but it's a C with a B flat bass, and then the lick. Same type thing. Very Chet. That brings you back to E. And when you do that, don't touch those strings. It's hard not to, unless you have an Olsen. Sorry, but just running up the scale. And I have to get a little taste of that modulation on the end. And you can do something like that if you want to, but I just like that. Peace over Shanghai.